We will now finish the blouse with a classic collar with collar stand. Depending on your fabric weight, reinforce one or both collar pieces and one or both collar stands with interfacing. Place the collar pieces right sides together and sew. Trim the collar points diagonally, then turn the collar right side out. Press the edges, pressing the upper collar slightly over the undercollar by 1 millimeter so the undercollar is not visible. Iron the seam allowance open and really form out the corners. When ironing, it is great to use a wooden clapper. It is a pressing tool used to flatten seams and creases in fabric. It works by absorbing steam and heat from the ironed fabric, helping to set the seam and prevent scorching or shine. For the collar, it is also great to use the understitch method here, by securing the seam allowance very near to the seam. Mark the middle of your collar by folding in half and clipping. Also mark the middles of your collar stands. Place the reinforced collar stand piece on the undercollar, then place the other collar stand on the other side, sandwiching the collar between the two collar stands, aligning the notches, 12, and the center back. And sew together. Reduce the seam allowance at the rounded edge, turn and press. Mark the center back of your collar piece to align it with your blouse piece. Also mark the center back of the blouse. Now pin the outer collar stand to the blouse, right sides together. Now comes the complicated part. This is the front edge of your blouse that you've ironed before, thus it is folded twice. You are now unfolding and pinning this part to the other side of your collar stand. This way, when you are turning everything out, your edge will be all neat. Make sure you are also folding the seam allowance apart when sewing. We are doing this only to the middle and sewing from both sides. Now turn everything out. Iron the seam allowance upwards inside the collar. Fold in the seam allowance of the inner collar stand and pin in place. For this step, we would also recommend basting before you sewing this with the machine close to the edge. Now top stitch all pieces of the collar stand and collar. For the top stitching, we also recommend pulling in all the threads inside the blouse and knotting, so you don't have back stitches that are not as nice. Remove all basting threads. Now finish the blouse hem. Narrowly double fold the hem of the shirt bodice to the inside and top stitch 0.75 centimeters wide. We hope you enjoyed sewing this blouse and have learned some new techniques and tricks. Please do check out our other videos on YouTube and find many more sewing patterns on sistermagpatterns.com.